All right, let's take a look at how we can assemble some of these components together and review this as part of our assembly procedures. We're going to create a metric unit, enter the assembly file type, and then we just type in some file name. The reason we want to use assembly as a C file to start off, because the minute you select OK, NX directly take you to adding the component. So we don't have any components right now, we're just going to go and pick one. So we want to pick this particular kind of a connecting rod, so that we want that to be in the absolute location. Once we select apply, we NX come back and say, hey, because of this is your first unit, do you want to fix it? We definitely want to do that. We'll show that in a minute why. Then we want to add some of those other components. There's a ways that we can directly add component in the constraints, adding to it, but in this case we just want to want to snap to some spatial locations. We'll come back and then just add them with the reason we want to talk a little bit more about how we can add constraints to it. So we want to grab another one, we want to snap it to an object, we want to select a part that what we had before. So we have two of these, one on each side of one end of the connecting rod. The next thing we want to do is we want to add the opposite end. We want to add another different type of components. We want to add that in there as well. So we drag that in there and put it over here, and then select that as another part we want, and then we want to select it at some location, just a snap location. All right, that will give us all the proper number of components. Let's look at the components counts, and we see that all that is done. And then we want to also change all these to reference set to model, because we don't need all those datums that comes with it. We want to just make sure that we get just the solid geometry that comes in. Next thing we want to do, we want to go to the assemblies. In assemblies, we have what we call assembly constraints. So what that does is define the relationship of the component. Remember, our first geometry is fixed. That means whatever we pick, it's not going to move. We're going to use two types of it. We want to use first type of constraints. We want to select face to face, and then we also want to select the center axis of each one, and then we bring that in, and then we see that we can move it. That's the beauty of that. When one of them is in fixed, the other one can always stay floating. All right, so once that is done, we want to notice that we kind of get a kind of a jaggedy edge because we're loading the lightweight facet body. We want to just select assembly, do a right mouse click. Let's go and show the exact. So onto such a simple assembly, it's okay for the performance wise to do that. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to use concentric. Concentric is much easier, less number of picks. So we want to go and pick those two. In this case, we can use mouse button 1. We can see that degrees of freedom it has to slide around that arc to arc. So we want to grab onto that and grab on from and to. So now that locks that particular component to our connecting rod. Likewise, we can do the identical approach, and then we just want to grab onto the bottom of the arc and then just snap onto the other one. And then we can also move it using right mouse button 1. We can move that, and then we select that. So that lines up. The other one, likewise, we want to do the same on the bottom. This one, you will see that NX does not realize that, hey, I want that to be flipped to the other way, which is okay. Once we select the arc that we want, we see that it's in that line. We want to reverse it. So now that is there. So once we pick the proper arcs, now we have all of the components lined up properly, and then with the connecting rod being at the center location fixed to a specific being in the fix. So we see that all these are part of the constraints. We can also hide these, what I call a tick marks. We don't need to see that. So this completes this particular exercise.